The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
2 weeks in, the heat isn't going away.
The Prime Minister's fingerprints are all over this sleazy affair to let his friends off the hook.
But from that heat, a promise of light.
The member from Vancouver Granville will be able to address relevant matters at the committee while ensuring that the 2 active court cases are not jeopardized.
It was an ambiguous statement repeated several times in question period with no clarity. But late tonight, the government made things clear. An order in council explicitly waiving cabinet confidence for Jody Wilson-Raybould and any persons who directly participated in discussions with her respecting the prosecution of SNC-Lavalin. The order also waives, to the extent they apply, solicitor-client privilege and any other relevant duty of confidentiality while she held that office of Attorney General. That cabinet order may satisfy some of Wilson-Raybould's big concerns. She sent a letter to the Justice Committee outlining conditions she wants met before she testifies. I believe that in advance of my appearance, the members of the committee and I should have as much clarity as we can in relation to the possible constraints on the matters about which I may properly testify. She adds she wants a 30-minute opening statement to give her side of the story. It's clear she has something to say. This gives her the chance to say it.
So, David, this is an ever-developing story. So explain to us how significant the news is tonight from Justin Trudeau's office.
Yeah, Andrew, nobody here in our bureau tonight can ever remember anything like this. To be given a waiver like this in writing as a cabinet order is simply extraordinary. And what it means is that Jody Wilson-Raybould is now free to reveal any cabinet conversation she has had with people from the Prime Minister on down on SNC-Lavalin, and she's also freed from any concerns about solicitor-client privilege that may apply to those conversations. Now, it's also important to point out that this applies to people she spoke with, for instance, top staff in the Prime Minister's office. So this is a broad waiver, but there are some limits I want to walk you through because it only covers her time as Attorney General when she was in charge of the SNC-Lavalin prosecution, not her time as Veterans Affairs Minister, because this is to settle the issue of was she pressured while she held that Attorney General job. Another limit, the waiver only applies to the Justice Committee hearings and the investigation by the Ethics Commissioner. So this has to be done in public, at committee, or in private with the Commissioner and not anywhere else. And Andrew, a specific thing Jody Wilson-Raybould is not allowed to disclose are her conversations with the Director of Public Prosecutions, because SNC-Lavalin is facing criminal charges on this. They don't want to mess up that court process. So some limits, but a broad, exceptional waiver from the government tonight.
Okay, and so I suppose the million-dollar question is, will this be enough to quell the controversy?
Well, it depends on a couple of things. How does Jody Wilson-Raybould interpret this waiver, and what does she say when she testifies at committee? So this certainly seems to address her public concerns about being shackled by both privilege and confidentiality. We won't know for sure until she speaks at committee, and it looks like that could happen as soon as Wednesday. But in terms of making this go away, Andrew, we don't know yet, but probably a clear sign that the Prime Minister and his people are pretty confident in their argument.
Okay, David Cochrane in our Parliamentary Bureau, thanks so much.
You got it.